probably should if you want to keep them, ladies. But would you really? Right? Would you? So it's all of that repetitive. It's not just if I text him 3 times, I'm not going to get it. If I text him 33 times, he's mine, sweetie. I'm sorry, he's mine. It's repetitive.
Got a question over here from another lady. Oh, we got 2 ladies. This is good.
The fellas don't want to say anything because I just told them.
So in terms of how deep you talk to
Right.
I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, and I'm wondering if it depends on your age or beliefs or gender or anything, because compared to my older siblings, I'm totally fucked because they didn't grow up with Facebook and I did. And so I'm just wondering sort of the degree.
Well, one of the things it is flattery will get you everywhere, right? So if you tell me what I want to hear over and over again, then you've kind of got me. By the way, flattery will get me everywhere. You can DM me at Danielle Ricks, at Danielle Ricks. Right. But so the technology allows us to quickly talk to people over and over and over and over again. So some of your older siblings, I mean, my sister doesn't even know how to text, so she'd be an awful mindfuck. I mean, really. And the question is, are you attracted to that person because they're really sexy? Or are you attracted to the addiction that you have to the technology and them getting in touch with you? And that's what you have to ask yourself. Like, would you really give that person the time of day, guy or gal, in real life? And if not, then this thing is driving the relationship. And then I think you need to reevaluate the relationship. Anybody else?
We got a couple more.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Who else, Sue? Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I hear what you're saying, but I think that all of this is making us more narcissistic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so it's like you get on Facebook and hey girlfriend, XOXO, and
Right.
say tonight.
Right.
So it's really feeding our own ego.
Absolutely.
And status updates and hey, I'm doing this and how many likes am I getting?
Absolutely.
So it's the addiction is feeding the narcissism.
The addiction is feeding the addiction. because you sometimes you're addicted to the attention. You're not even addicted to the person. You're addicted to the attention. And so if you're an attention hound, look, and you don't have to go anywhere. All the technology has allowed you to stay in your home and still have this wonderful, fabulous life interacting with other people. You haven't left your room.
All right, we got two quick questions.
Okay.
And then dance off, pants off.
Hi. So my question, it's a statement then a question. So we have this concept that male sexuality is more like the quickness, etc. But you have the visual, right? Like trigger.
Right.
But what I see is the text thing is men finally figuring out that we like words.
I love
this male.
Did you hear what she just said? Men finally figuring out that we like words. That's a whole nother talk. I love that.
So and figuring out that this is now the pornography for women, right?
This is the sexy, lusty love note of our age.
But it's not even a love note, because all I'm saying is it sounds, when you're saying about the addictiveness, it sounds like, so do you think, this is the question after my comment, do you think women are going to, like, the same way we have porn addiction, we're going to have, like, women, like, text note addiction groups?
You saw that photo of Tiger Woods, right? So, absolutely, in answer to your question. Absolutely.
Hey Danielle.
Yes, sir.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Last question.
Last question.
So my question is, if we're sort of changing the brain chemistry from like a societal, cultural standpoint, what do you think will happen to the future of relationships, and how will that kind of play itself out?
Here's the interesting thing. So I see a bunch of people communicating with whatever electronic devices that they have, but eventually we have to get IRL. Eventually we have to meet in real life. The question then becomes, are we going to be sociable enough to actually have a conversation face to face, or am I going to sit across from you and text something to you even though we're in real life? I think what's going to happen is we're going to have a very difficult time with our interpersonal relationships when we get together. This room has probably had both sides of the coin, right? We played on the playground as kids, we got into fights, I'll meet you behind the church and kick your butt. Like, we had all of those things that happen that allow us to be interpersonal and have those relationships. The generation coming up now, they don't games on TV where the child is watching television and playing a game, and he's on a bicycle, right, riding along, because our kids are obese, and so they want them to exercise, but they don't want to pull them away from the game because they know they're not going to leave the game. So what happens then when that child, who will probably take classes online, right, will find their girlfriend or boyfriend online, now has to actually go out, I don't know, and stand in front of a room of 100 people and talk to them? How's that going to work? How's that going to work? So I love technology. I'm a geek. I love it. But I am concerned about what it does to interpersonal relationships. So thank you guys. Here's a toast to all of the folks who mindfucked or have been mindfucked. Continue enjoy.
Yes. Thank you, Danielle. Everyone, give it up. Awesome. I feel like I need a cigarette and a sandwich after that time. Shit. All right, guys. That is it for the program. You guys rock. Hey, second half starts now. DJ Nicole is going to spin the rest of the night. It's dance party, it's drinking. I have one thing, and I don't have my drink, but listen, to new friends, to new knowledge, to new relationships, and to bacon. Thank you, everybody.